And I'm excited because at this point of my career, I need that kind of things to motivate myself more. My power is there. If you hear the punches, my power is different.
As Canelo Alvarez prepares to defend his title against the unbeaten William Skull, the true contest begins long before fight night as the Mexican fighter endures grueling training sessions. The boxing world has gone through many stages since its meteoric rise during the HBO era to the Showtime days and presently under the incredibly bright lights of the Riyadh season. There is, however, one name that has gone through all changes and remained steady: Canelo Alvarez. He has shown adaptability, yet has always stuck to the same mentality of calmness, intensity, and hard work. Now that he is preparing to fight undefeated William Skull, all attention is not just on legacy, but on how he prepares. And this is a deep dive into understanding Canelo and what it takes to be on top in boxing today.
You need to adapt yourself to everything. I enjoy every single timing of boxing. HBO 24/7. Showtime, then DAZN, this platform. And then now with the promoters, everything new.
Canelo's present frame of mind can also be attributed to a more relaxed attitude towards his diet. It appears the Mexican champion has been treating himself a little more of late, enjoying the food he likes, something he doesn't get to do much during fight camps. It's obvious that though his concentration is keen, Canelo is living life, maybe even finding a little balance between the hard grind and the pleasure of living.
¿Cuántos de esos te echas, mi güero? 2 platitos.
Normalmente
Ahí está. Provechito.
Alongside his more relaxed approach towards his diet, Canelo also gave a more thorough insight into his workout regimen leading into the fight. While not too detailed about the drills themselves, it was apparent that all options were on lockdown. A set rhythm governed 24 hours in camp, one made under consensus, discipline, and good synchronization between body and mind. For Canelo, this is more than another training camp. It is purposeful preparation, callable from experiences fossilized for years, standing much sharpened by facing an undefeated guy like William Skull.
What I need to do. So you need to fight at 6 in the morning. Okay, nothing happened. So I need to go there 3 weeks before the fight, adapt myself to wake up at 4 in the morning, start my sparring like at 5, 5:30, 6. At the same time I'm gonna fight. So adapt my body to that time.
So you'll be in Saudi Arabia 3 weeks before the fight.
See.
And you'll wake up at 3 a.m. or so every
around
day.
that. Yeah, every day.
So that way your body adjusts to the clock.
To adapt my body at that time.
Smart.
From HBO's glorious days to Showtime and now today, the focus on global flooding of Riyadh season, there have been great changes in boxing. Canelo Alvarez was in the top position of the sport in every generation, but this camp means something else. Canelo is the sole Latino fighter in the super middleweight division, so he knows very well what this fight means. A win over William Skull would be another defense, but it's more like a chance at becoming a 2-time undisputed champion, and that's something that truly excites him.
It matters because I'm gonna be the 2 times undisputed champion, and I'm the only one in this weight class. I'm the only one in Latin America. So. It's history for me.
Canelo also held on to his positive affirmations and exhibited no signs of doubt going into the fight. He even gave credit to his camp and all the work that was done behind closed doors, saying it has been the best camp in his career. From conditioning to strategy, he conveyed full confidence in the preparation done. His overview presented a perfect picture of how everything came together: the training, the mind, the focus, all intended to put up his best performance against William Skull and give the world a stark reminder of why he still stands atop the list.
Lo que es donde estoy enfocado 100% al entrenamiento. Me enfoco muchísimo, dormir, descansar, entrenar. La verdad que disfruto mucho y aparte pues condición física agarro muchísimo, me siento muy bien. Ha sido de los mejores campamentos que he tenido a lo largo de mi carrera.
Canelo Alvarez isn't the only charged person in this fight. The undefeated William Skull is eager for the biggest victory of his life. He just said in an interview, "On May 3rd, they're going to see my talents and shut everybody up. you will see. For Skull, beating Canelo isn't only a title, it's life-changing. It's an entrance to being something in the world, in a family, and in Cuban boxing. As he further added, imagine winning against such a legend and taking along all of his belts. It would be pure dream fulfilled. William Skull isn't just walking into this fight seeking a victory, he's looking for something larger. For an undefeated fighter such as he, facing Canelo is not merely about belt collecting, it is about validation. Skull understands that if he were to defeat a global icon such as Canelo, his name would skyrocket into the firmament, the fame of that name gracing not only the pages of the sports section, but his family, the accolades of Cuban boxing, and his own legacy. His words stand beyond mere confidence. They show how much this fight means to him. Teddy Atlas, a seasoned voice in boxing, has given William Skull serious advice for his approaching bout with Canelo. Atlas said that Skull's victory would depend upon discipline and fighting at his own pace. By using his size and reach and keeping Canelo at bay, Skull will limit the champion in getting into his groove. Atlas also stressed forcing Canelo to expend more energy than he usually does. If Skull follows up on this game plan and stays patient, he may have a chance to win.
Can he, instead of looking at it as a disadvantage that Canelo is so big, can we look at it that maybe he'll be too smart, too slick, too quick? You know what I mean? Too special in those areas, not to allow Canelo to use his size and his counterpunching and everything else. Letting a bull run out into the bull ring and then wait until the matador puts a spear in. It's supposed to be about the bull actually having a chance to outslick the matador, which don't happen too often.
Teddy appreciated William Skull even further for his composure and ring intelligence. Atlas pointed out that Skull's ability to maintain his cool under pressure allows him to use his mind to outthink his opponents, thereby giving him an edge. Not only does he speak about physical qualities, but he feels there lies Skull's will and mental fortitude to pose a danger. If Skull does stay composed and smartly executes his plan, his concentration and sheer will might just be what it takes to defeat Canelo in this diamond-level fight.
The most composed guy, what, you don't think he'll be prepared? You think it'll be a shock to him? No. And to see things that nobody else can see because he slows it down. Yeah, he's got great power, he carried it up. Yeah, he's got good hand speed. Yeah, he's got all that. He's got good technique. His coaches do a tremendous job with him. But the timing is impeccable. It's better than anyone else's. Why? Because of this. When a guy has that ingredient, and very, very few have, I can't count him out in anything.
Canelo Alvarez gave a no-filter response when asked about Teddy Atlas's voicing overrated fighter in one of his comments, along with his current opinions on the William Skull fight. He made it clear that if some people have different perspectives, however they see it, his achievements are reflected well within the ring. While preparing for William Skull, it is clear that Canelo does not pay attention to criticism from outside. His mind is only on the one thing, winning the fight and proving to built-in naysayers why he remains at the top of the sport.
Boxeador mexicano.
Más popular?
Pero sin causa, sí.
Crazy that guy. and you think he knows boxing?
But whereas Canelo brushed off Atlas's words, his attention never wavered, nor did Skull's. At their recent press conference, both fighters held firm, refusing to relinquish even an inch of confidence. Skull was calm, focused, and unfazed by the glare. Canelo, as ever, had that quiet intensity that's characterized his career. No trash talk, no theatrics, just two fighters absolutely certain they're taking home the belts. William Skull stood his ground through all the messages. He not only stands tall in self-assurance, he honestly topped it all with the fire of skill and tireless work ethic that fuels him. Skull proved that his confidence wasn't just talk. It ends there with trust and preparation, in sacrifice, and in the grind put in. This, for him, isn't about fighting to stay alive, but to seize the moment. And with that tacit conviction, he believes he has everything to upset one of boxing's biggest names.
Buenas noches a la afición. La verdad que estoy muy agradecido con el equipo Canelo por la posibilidad, ¿no? de hacerle esto realidad y de demostrarle al mundo que sí se puede.
¿Podría repetir, por favor? Había un poquito de ruido acá. ¿Podría repetir la respuesta, por favor? Sí, si podría repetir la respuesta, que había mucho ruido. Perdón.
Súbanle a los micrófonos o hablen más fuerte, no mamen.
Sí.
What did Canelo say?
Well, no, it's just that, he was saying that, like the fans here are loud, like that's just how they are. So, yeah, it's just how it is.
Well, William, how does it make you feel when people refer to this fight as a tune-up fight or a stay busy fight for Canelo? How do you feel about that?
¿Cómo te hace sentir que la gente diga que vos sos simplemente un paso más para Canelo, un precalentamiento para lo que viene en verdad para él?
No, sinceramente, el que conoce bien de boxeo sabe que en el boxeo no es nada fácil, ¿no? Si yo estoy aquí es porque me lo he ganado, hallando boca, siempre dando pasos firmes y seguros. Y como siempre he dicho, ¿no? El día 3 de mayo y el 12 de round, de que saca el último round, es cuando se va a decidir quién es el verdadero ganador de esa noche.
Well, look, that's just how boxing is sometimes. I'm firm, I'm securing what I want to do, and come May 3rd, I know that I'm going to display the best of my talents, and I'm going to be the best I can be in order to pull off the upset. I'm going to shut everybody up. You'll see.
In response, the pressure didn't seem to faze Canelo either. He seems to take genuine thrill into accepting whatever challenge the world throws his way. Praise for William Skull's boxing, as well as the quality of his hard work, goes for nothing, Canelo made very clear, as he still firmly believes in himself. He's been there before. The lights, the expectations, the stakes. Once again, he got to rise to the occasion. The fine, cool-headed Canelo vowed to give his best when entering the ring, promising to leave nothing behind on May 3rd.
No, I feel great, that motivates myself, sparing, fighting in another country. I feel great. I feel great about it. Motivate, and this fight is very important to me. I never take nothing easy. I always train in my 100% because I know he have a lot of skills, but he's no other Canelo out there. So I'm gonna prepare myself and put it a good show in Saudi Arabia and Riyadh. And for my uncle Turkey, Alashi, thank you. And it's gonna be excited. I'm very motivated for this fight.
Mikey Garcia was, however, quite sturdy with his comments about Canelo's current motivations. He stated that at this point in Canelo's career, it's not about belts anymore. It's about raking in paychecks while he can. Garcia hinted that the hunger for titles probably faded out and was replaced by a desire for monetary gains. He mentioned all of the Mexican's achievements and believed that there was no longer a need to prove himself furthermore. Rather, just wait for the easy fights and collect the money. Now that he is 35 years of age and nothing left to prove, according to Garcia, it's all about money now.
But I also know Canelo don't give a f. Canelo's there to fight this guy, become champion again, collect that belt once again, become undisputed again, and collect a big paycheck. And then his next few fights will be the same thing. He's collecting big paycheck, for whatever fight he chooses to take on. So Canelo don't give a f about what we think or what we say about who he fights. His goals are not in boxing achievements anymore. He's already done it. He's been champion in 4 divisions. He's been undisputed. He's been at the top of the game. For him now, he's just there to collect all the money that he can. He could have walked away a year or 2 ago. But why would he if there's, say, $200, $300, $400 million on the table? He's not gonna walk away from that. He's gonna stick around and collect the money and, take the fights that he needs to take to make that kind of money.
When asked about his opinions regarding the fight, Oscar De La Hoya also did not hold back in analyzing the fight. While admitting not to know much about William Skull, De La Hoya's long-standing dislike for Canelo Alvarez remained evident. He echoed Teddy Atlas's argument that Skull's movement and style could create real problems for Canelo. Even without an in-depth understanding of this challenger, he felt a fighter who is mobile and unpredictable might frustrate Canelo and make him uncomfortable in the ring.
I seriously cannot say anything about it. I don't know who Skull is. I do not know who Skull, and I'm a boxing guy. I swear, I'm not just saying this because it's Canelo and I don't like Canelo. I'm saying this because I do not know who Skull is. I've never seen him fight. So all I know is that he's Cuban And when I hear Cuban, you better be careful because he's going to have a lot of movement. He's going to have a lot of footwork. And that gives Canelo trouble. Anybody who moves like Erilandy Lara, everybody who moves like Floyd Mayweather, who goes side to side boxing Canelo, who's on his quicksand feet, is going to beat him.
As May 3rd approaches, the air is growing thick with anticipation. Two warriors, two attitudes, one colossal arena, legacy, pride, or defying the skeptics. Both Canelo Alvarez and William Skull are leaving everything on the line. But what about you? Will Canelo's experience and heritage prove to be enough, or is Skull poised to astonish the world? Let us know what you think in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss our post-fight analysis and more exclusive fight material right here on Daz.